We'll continue with the poem Ulysses, line 28. A bringer of new things. Ulysses wanted to be a bringer of new things, someone who brings new things, someone who would go out and have new adventures. And while it were for some 3 suns, SUNS, to store and hoard myself. Ulysses, line 30. And this grey spirit, yearning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bound of human thought. By grey spirit he meant his old spirit. Ulysses was no longer a young man. He had grey hair. His spirit had become grey. But it was still yearning in desire to follow knowledge. Even though he was an old man, he still yearns to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bound of human thought. Next verse. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and the isle. From the beginning of the poem till line 32, we see the thoughts and feelings of Ulysses. He was tired of his boring life in Ithaca and he wanted to go out on voyages to have new adventures with his friends. He has made up his mind that he would leave the island of Ithaca and he would set sail for new adventures with his friends. He had decided that he would leave his son Telemachus to rule over the island of Ithaca. The scepter means the rulership of the island. A scepter is actually a stick that kings used to hold. It is a symbol of authority. Ulysses continued to talk about Telemachus. Well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence to make mild a rugged people. He said that Telemachus, his son, was well loved of him. He loved his son very much. And Telemachus was discerning to fulfill this labor. The labor is the labor of ruling the savage people of Ithaca. Telemachus had prudence and ability to make mild the rugged people, the savage people of Ithaca, and through soft degrees subdue them or control them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he. Ulysses found his son blameless and perfect, centered in the sphere of common duties. He was someone that can be trusted with the common duties of home and the kingdom. Decent, not to fail in offices of tenderness. Ulysses had a very high opinion about his son Telemachus. He was sure that his son will not fail in offices of tenderness. He would have compassion on whoever needs it on the island. He would be sure to carry out justice and fair play in the absence of his father, and pay meet adoration to my household gods. Telemachus would also pay meet adoration or proper worship to his household gods, to the family gods of Ulysses. When I am gone, he works his work, I mine. So Telemachus would do the work of ruling the people of Ithaca. He would judge them, he would subdue them so that they can become useful and good. Meanwhile, Ulysses would go out with his friends to have new adventures on the seas. Next verse. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. The port means the harbor. A harbor is a place where ships are kept for loading and unloading or for repairing. A port is a harbor. A harbor is like a ship stand.